Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to Sondering Tarot. If you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. We will be using the Journey to Oz and Wonderland for today's daily tarot reading. I do believe this is like the fourth or fifth day in a row. I don't know, I've lost count. Anyway, this is your daily tarot reading for the 14th of April, 2023. Let us begin. Alright, my lovelies, all your cards are out on the table. We have a 1A, 7 major arcana. As of yet, I do not see any synchronicities. Fair warning, this is a deck that has additional cards. We do have additional cards on the table. I will note those as we see them. So the best part of your day, we start out with the Devil in the reverse. The Four of Wands in the, Four of Wands. The King of Swords in the reverse, followed by the Knight of Swords in the reverse. World. And here's one of the additional cards. This is the Messenger, followed by the Wheel of Fortune. The Page of Cups. The Knight of Wands. The Ace of Wands, and we have an additional card that we end on, and that is the Witch in the reverse. I think it's very prudent that my ancestors asked for the library tapestry, because we do have the Messenger card on the table when you do receive a message, and it is actually not in a spiritual sense that you receive this message, or it's not so much necessarily about spiritual gifts. This is more about the mundane world. This is you about being able to successfully overcome some hang-ups, some habits, some obstructions that have been there for a while that you haven't been able to clearly see, haven't been clearly able to break through. You're actually getting a closure. You're actually closing stuff down. You're able to move forward. And it's in the best way possible. I mean, we have the Wheel of Fortune here, folks. So that is awesome. And it's all about a message that we get, or a bit of information, a bit of detail. Now, whether we recognize this ourselves because we've put our thinking cap on, we've, got our nose in a book, we've learned something because we've read it personally rather than, our ancestors, angels, guides, it giving us that information or that nudge. Or it could be we have a friend that randomly says, you have the habit of doing this. When this happens, you do this. And maybe that's the bit of information that you just couldn't see. You couldn't see the pattern. Others for you, this might be a random stranger that says something and it jars your memory. It gets you to looking at things. And what's great is we literally have the Page of Cups to the Knight of Wands to the Ace of Wands. So this little bit of information, this little factoid that you get, or puzzle piece that you learn, is something that motivates you. It gets you off and running. It gets you really excited and motivated and moving. Okay. For example, maybe your issue is you're a little short on cash and you have so many scheduled hours and you need the income, and all of a sudden somebody mentions, oh, they're giving overtime in the other department if you want to help out, and you're excited because that means money for your paycheck, which is what you were needing, and that inspires you to go over to the other department and be like, hey, can I stay 2 hours late and help you guys? I need the extra money. Just as an example. Probably a poor one, but there you go. That would be something very mundane. of a message passed along that could have a lot of value. Okay. Let's see what your worst part of your day is. We start off with the Two of Swords. The Ten of Wands. The Nine of Wands. And the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. Okay. Mental anguish, decision making, being analytical is going to be really hard to let go of. You might be overtaxing yourself, making things overcomplicated, not making decisions because you're in analysis paralysis mode. Sometimes when you come up against a problem and you can't find the solution, all you do is bang your head off the wall. Hence why some of you, this is going to come from a friend or a stranger or a coworker. It's going to come from outside you as information. Why? Because sometimes we need a fresh pair of eyes, a fresh perspective, a viewpoint. Sometimes two heads make for a better solution than just one. So if you're going around and around and around, maybe you should consider taking your issue to someone else, somebody you trust. Or finding a new source of information. Because if you're just trying to come up with ideas on your own, maybe you need to find a subject you can research and find it yourself, if that be the case. Or if you're not having any ideas to come up with, maybe we need to ask better questions. That's always helpful. Alright, our obstacle, or how to get over our obstacle. We have the Five of Swords in the reverse. We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. The High Priestess. The Six of Swords. The Page of Swords. The Six of Pentacles. The Eight of Cups. Temperance. Six of Cups reversed. And the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Oh, yes. You are very much seeing the wisdom. You've got the answer. You got the solution. You now have the knowledge here with the High Priestess. Once you get it. Once you receive that message. To know that sometimes things are difficult, not meant for us. Maybe not a big hardship, but you're going to learn to move on from those. You're going to see a better direction, especially with the knowledge you have, with the information you get. An important message. You literally are able to weigh the pros and the cons and walk away from anything that really doesn't give you what you need or isn't, worth the squeeze. If the juice isn't worth the squeeze, then why are you doing it? Especially if we're repeating a pattern. That's why I said earlier, you might have a friend that says, oh, when this happens, you do this. It's a repetitive pattern, and it's something that somebody's noticed. So having that bit of information allows you to literally break that cycle. To walk away from things that really aren't going to propel you forward. Why? Because you now see a direction that does. You're not repeating past hardships. We're not about repeating the past. We're about breaking a cycle. We're about switching gears, operating different. Why? Because we have more information. We have a broader picture. We see more of the lens. Why? Because knowledge is power, and now you have more of it. As far as I'm concerned, our most important card on our table today is the first additional card in this deck that I showed you, which was the Messenger. The second most important card on this table It's this one right here, the High Priestess. Needing knowledge, seeking answers, wanting answers, needing a solution, and getting it. Okay. So whether this is a good day for research, good day to ask questions, good day to seek out those that you trust. And yes, keep an ear to the ground for just random things people say. They might actually have more to inadvertently say to you than what you realize. Alright, my loves, I did add up all your cards for the sake of numerology. Everything here adds up to 177, which also reduces to 6, which is a temporary opportunity. We do have the Six of Swords and the Six of Pentacles on the table, so we do have 666. So you might see that as a synchronicity as well. So, please be aware of that. And for those of you that do like the astrology portion, let me pull it up here. It did have it in the open page, but apparently not. Hold on just a sec. Okay, the moon in Cancer trine Saturn in Pisces. Yep, work on small improvements for your long-term plans. Take a different look to find more information. Messenger. Whether you discover it by changing your analysis, asking the right questions, researching and looking things up, going to someone you trust for their opinion, for their viewpoint, or you receive a message and information from somebody else who just happens to offhandedly say something, you are getting more detail. You are getting more information. We have the Messenger. We have the High Priestess. We also have the Page of Swords, which is our student, our permanent student in the tarot, on the table. I don't think I can make it any clearer than that for you folks. Alright, my lovelies, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here, and if it resonates, by all means, give me a big thumbs up. It's the quickest way to let me know that you resonate with the reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.